theme from some of the other guys that have talked have said you guys lost this in the first 5 minutes. Would you agree with I think 7 turnovers in the first 5 minutes?
I think it's definitely a bad start for us. Is this working? Oh, there you go. I think, it's tough to get off to a start like that and think you're going to bounce back against a team like that. Nonetheless, there were several plays and, moments throughout the game where we lost that game. It wasn't just the first 5. We battled back, cut it to 4. I missed the layup, so we had our chances.
Right here, Draymond. Did they do anything differently to just kind of get y'all out of rhythm, a little bit more pressure, something that just stood out?
I think, they definitely pressured a lot, at the start of the game, but we eventually, got through that. But you got to give them a lot of credit. They came out and they probably played with more intensity this game than they did the entire series, and they were able to get a win.
Hello. What do you guys just make of the fact that you guys were able to out-rebound them by a pretty wide margin, and the result still was what it was?
I thought that was a key coming into the series that we wanted to definitely rebound in basketball. That's where they hurt teams, is out rebounding them. So tonight was tremendous. Draymond was great with 8 offensive rebounds, and we had 24 as a team, 61 to 34. That's usually the formula if you want to win a game. But they made more threes than us, and that's pretty much the name of the game. I mean, like you said earlier, we did start the game off with a couple turnovers, but we still had a chance to win the game, and they made more plays than we did.
You kind of mentioned right there they got free for 15 threes after they were really cold the first 3 games from 3. Was that them getting hot, or do you think your defense allowed them to get hot?
They made some shots tonight for sure. I thought we could have been better in our communication. But guys hit shots. They're not going. It's the NBA, it's the playoffs, and the Spurs are known to be a good 3-point shooting team. So, they made some shots tonight. So you gotta give them credit.
Kevin, the assist totals were low for you guys, relatively speaking, much lower than you like them to be. Why was your offense out of sync? Why were things not?
They did a good job of being physical with us on our movement and taking us out of some of our actions, and and we just don't want to force that stuff, so we just try to simplify everything after that, and that got us back into the game. And like I said, just after that, we were down 14. We were down almost 28 points at one point in the game, and we simplified everything. We ran a lot of pick and roll, and we got some great looks out of that, and got us back in the game. But like I said, they made some good shots late in the game, and we missed some good looks as well, and that's the game.
Kevin, to your point about helping the guys get back in the game, how are you kind of determining what to do at that point as far as looking for your shot, getting guys involved, run ISO or pick and roll? How are you guys figuring that out?
Well, I just tried to run more pick and rolls. I didn't run any ISOs in the fourth nor in the second half. I just think we just ran more pick and rolls than anything, and I think that's what got us back into it. Draymond playing quarterback in that pocket there and just, orchestrating a lot of stuff out of the pick and roll. They were sending a double in the pick and roll, or a trap, so you drop it off in the pocket, and Draymond made some great decisions that got us back into the game, and rolling to the rim, throwing it to Sean a couple times for some layups, and like I said, our movement, they did a good job of kind of taking us out of some of that by just being more physical and grabbing and holding, and we also missed some good looks as well, but we seen something in the pick and roll. We was able to get going and get back into the game.
Guys, this is for both of you. What do you think about Manu Ginobili? I know you're playing against him, but he had one of those Manu ageless game tonight.
Played great. I mean, all series he's been at it, and guy that can get to the rim, shoot the 3, make plays for him, and play great.
Draymond, when Aldridge kind of throws in that heave bank at the top of the key with you all over him, did that kind of feel like the backbreaker when that went down?
I mean, it's kind of frustrating. We play great defense and you throw something up like that. 4-point game, you want to play great defense, try to get a stop and get out and run. We did everything right. He just made a tough shot, but I wouldn't necessarily say the backbreaker. We still came down. K got an and one. We're still right there. They just made plays down the stretch. But it was definitely a tough shot, but it is what it is. I think, when we played the way we played the entire game, that's kind of where that start catch up to you. You get in such a hole, and then you're playing the right way. You're doing all the right things. You're doing everything you need to get over the hump. One call doesn't go your way, or one bounce doesn't go your way, one shot like that doesn't go your way, and that's where everything catches up to you at. So it's all good.
Guys, as colleagues, as competitors, would you like to see Manu one more year? Both of us?
He's a great player. He had a great career. That's his decision.
Straight up.
We can't.
Ain't on us.
So do with that.
Yeah, I have one to either one of you guys. This loss in particular, it's like a lot of heads down in the locker room after the game. What does this loss do for you guys right here? What's the feeling?
It's just an L. Yeah, we want to win the game. I don't think anybody's heads were down and feeling sorry for ourselves. We lost, and we got another opportunity to try to close this thing out back at the crib. So, no, we were good. I guess everybody was just quiet in the locker room while you was in there, getting ready, putting on their clothes, getting ready to leave. Would you want us to be in there throwing the champagne around? Okay, exactly.
For either one of you, sorry, Kevin. Clay wasn't able to get into a rhythm tonight. Kevin, you mentioned that you guys weren't able to really get into your sets as much because of what the Spurs were able to do. Obviously, Clay kind of can figure this stuff out. He usually progresses or regresses to the mean. Is there anything that you guys think that you need to do in the next game to help Clay get back, or is he just going to figure it out on his own?
He'll figure it out. He'll definitely figure it out. We don't have to, go and try to figure out how to get Clay involved. He still has some good shots he missed. He'll figure it out.
Yeah.